About to do this Overwatch spotlight thing about what the future of Overwatch is going to be like. Don't know exactly what we're going to be in for. I'm sure Marvel Rivals is causing some issues with this, of course. And so we're going to look into what they're going to do to fix the ship because honestly, they got to do something. So I'm going to go over to React because they're going to do that any second now.
Initiating boosters in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Game on!
Old stuff.
Welcome to orbit! I'm on to you!
Let's go on then!
Yeah. All the stuff you've done up to this point. Yeah. A lot of cool collabs you had to spend money on.
I have goosebumps.
New heroes. Fake Merce.
Finally comes to an end! 2024 World Champion! No more this!
Overwatch 2 Classic!
We got the finest!
Yeah, the weird stuff. I love that. They got rid of loot boxes. I don't know why they showed that. And that was some new stuff. Weird. Okay. If I gotta move myself, I'll move myself.
Welcome to the Overwatch 2 Spotlight. We've always strived to be the best competitive, team-based hero shooter. This past year alone, we made huge updates to our competitive systems, including matchmaking, balance updates, roll queue times, and new features, all in service of constantly improving and evolving this game.
Yeah.
To continue in that goal, we aim to innovate by creating new experiences for the more than 100 million players that have joined us since we launched in 2016.
Okay.
New experiences, new metas, new modes, new events, new heroes, just new ways to have fun. And 2025 is going to be another big year for us.
Okay.
Not only are we expanding this brilliant global community with a return to China in Season 15, but the overall key focus for us this year is how we can evolve what it means to play an Overwatch game.
Okay.
There's so many things coming to Overwatch 2 this year that we can't even fit it all into this spotlight.
Really?
So, over the next 30 to 40 minutes, we're really excited to show you many of the things, but definitely not all, that we are planning for the first half of this year. First up, the biggest change since Overwatch launched, your favorite heroes are about to get a whole lot more heroic with perks.
Okay, that was just
Perks
wrong.
are here to completely redefine your strategy and how you play your favorite heroes.
Okay.
Think of them as hero-specific bonuses that level up your gameplay and not just your hero. This means you can customize how you play in a match like never before.
No, I got you.
Like giving your favorite heroes a little extra oomph.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2 is about to evolve in a way you've never seen before.
So this is
After
stuff
that,
they were testing.
we'll go into how we're starting the 2025 competitive year with a full reset and new competitive rewards, including the new competitive weapon when Season 15 launches.
Right.
We will also showcase some new mythic skins, game modes, and of course, upcoming heroes. Plus, some improvements to how you are rewarded for your playtime.
Okay.
Including the return of a system from Overwatch 1 that we've received a ton of requests for. So,
You're
keep
bringing
that
it back,
feedback
aren't you?
We'll also share what's going on with esports, including how it's expanding with the reintroduction of Overwatch into China. Of course, some info on Overwatch Classic, as well as 6v6, and hopefully a few surprises mixed in as well.
Okay.
We know what this universe means to all of you, and our team is driven by the idea of working together with all of you in this wonderful
Man,
community.
they have a crazy set.
Developing the best
just
version
nice,
of this universe for years and years to come is what truly matters. We're so thankful that you are all on this journey with us. And there's so much to tell you about that you're gonna wanna stick around.
It is time to celebrate the glory of battle, the competition, determination, and the boom! What a shot! Again!
Instant replays? Ooh. Honor and Glory, Season
A
15.
worthy title! From the ashes, rise
Okay.
again.
Rank reset. Yeah. Smart. They've been needing to do that for years. They did it once, let's get their continuing to do it.
It is the climb!
Complete drives. Okay, more of that. Galactic weapons.
Yes, I too own one of these weapons. It is just not with me right now.
Okay.
To battle!
Press a vacuum. Or the other. Okay.
How could you not win with such an
Now, do you unlock that? I don't think you unlock that mid-gameplay, though. Charge
Those
Javelin.
of you are superior and bang!
Ooh.
My armor.
Loot! Bring the loot!
Yes!
Yes.
Just what I had hoped for! The spoils of victory continue!
I like the loot box.
Memory.
Goat's meta. Okay. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Ooh. That's a cool looking skin.
Free your mind.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting that.
Energy flows.
That's an awesome skin.
A warrior's greatest weapon is patience. Be present in the moment.
Nice. Okay.
I will achieve my
Ooh.
vision.
Wow, that's interesting.
arrows fly true.
What? Interesting. Of course, you got a Kiriko. Gotta monetize a
To
Kiriko.
win is
Ooh,
great.
wow.
To win in style is even greater.
Rainy day skin.
Such a masterful display. Play it again.
Okay.
I will rewatch this one a few more
Please
times.
tell me there are instant replays in there, because that'd be awesome. I doubt that, though. I mean, that's what Play the Green is for. Is this about the new hero? Perks. Okay. They're just gonna talk about perks more.
Time to talk about something big. Introducing perks. This is the most significant innovation to core gameplay since Overwatch launched in 2016. This is more than just an update. It's a radical shift in how you experience gameplay. Perks are upgrades to your hero's kit that unlock during the game. They provide
During
an
the
additional
game.
strategic layer, allowing you to alter your playstyle and adapt to situations. Throughout the match, you'll level up your hero 2 times, unlocking 1 minor perk and 1 major perk.
Okay.
The first time you level up, you'll get a choice between 2 minor perks. We positioned minor perks as lighter upgrades. They're like a little boost to warm you up, from cooldown reductions to small passives that keep things balanced but exciting.
Okay.
Once you hit your major perk level, you'll get to choose between 2 powerful upgrades. But then
Okay.
you fine-tune your playstyle for the rest of the match. Major perks are gameplay shifting additions to your hero's kit, changing your core loop and redefining what your hero is capable of.
It also makes it
Let's
hard
look
to
at an example
counter and do
now
things.
with Orisa. When you level up Orisa to level 2, your minor perk choice will be between heat reduction on your primary fire or the ability to briefly tank burst damage with Fortify. Are you facing down a Junkrat and want to be able to survive his tire? The upgrade to Fortify might be a great choice. The fun really gets going when you get to your major perk at level 3, though.
Oh,
Here,
level 3.
Orisa gets the choice between a higher impact energy javelin
or swapping out her javelin spin for a protective barrier.
Oh,
Here's
there it
another
is.
example of what you can expect with major perks with Torbjorn. For Torb's major perk options, you get to choose between 2 wild upgrades for your turret. The first perk option is allowing you to upgrade your turret to level 3 when activating Overload, drastically shifting your turret's threat level as it rips through enemies. The second perk option is if you're feeling a little cheeky, upgrading your turret to now stick on walls. With this added flexibility, Torbjorn can take different angles and even surprise opponents with sneaky turret
I wonder if we
placement.
could be stuck upside
Finally,
down.
let's round it out with
That'd be
Ana.
cool.
Ana's first major perk choice upgrades her sharpshooting capabilities, allowing her to headshot enemies. Be careful, Widowmaker. You might lose this sniper duel. Then, if you're playing Ana and having a hard time getting dove on, you might want Ana's second major perk option. Give yourself Nano Boost when it's activated on an ally. Now that's a way to turn a fight.
That's interesting.
When designing perks, we wanted to expand and elevate what your heroes are capable of. We were looking for a system that we could layer on top of your normal Overwatch gameplay and offer choice from match to match. We plan on
variety.
adjusting perks on a regular cadence with bigger system refreshes happening in the middle of the year. Every
That makes
choice
sense.
you make
Keeps
with
it
perks
fresh.
will impact the battlefield, offering new opportunities to outplay enemies and support your team.
Okay.
You'll get to experience the next era of Overwatch 2 when Season 15 launches.
Which is like a week or so.
It's awesome to see the passion and dedication this community brings to the game every day. Honestly, it's what keeps us hyped to bring you more.
Okay.
Today, we're so happy to share some exciting new features when the 2025 competitive year begins during Season 15.
All
A
right.
season that will shake things up by making the game more strategic and further improving our competitive systems.
All right.
Last year during Season 9, we introduced a major rework to our competitive system, as well as the addition of new hero passives that refresh the core gameplay of Overwatch. As we enter the first season of 2025, this is the perfect chance for the team to shake things up once again. For such a big season, it just feels logical to start with a big bang, our galactic weapons. In response to your feedback about competitive rewards, we worked hard to make this year's weapon variant out of this world. We
that
developed
looks
new
cool.
tech to support applying this type of complex material to weapons.
I
We
would
want
say.
you to feel like you have the power of the stars in the palm of your
I
hand.
mean, it looks cooler.
And hey, we're also making climbing the
I'm
ladder
sure it was
even
not
more
easy.
charming. At
Ah.
Platinum and above, you'll now get exclusive weapon charms alongside the existing titles. We'll start tracking your rank for this during Season 15 and hand out these rewards for the first time in Season 16. Now you'll be flexing your rank in any mode by rocking these battle-ready cosmetics with pride. We're also excited to report that we're bringing rank icons back to the hero portraits while you're in competitive play.
Oh,
We'd
that's
like to do
cool.
more of this sort of thing in the future, but for now, this will give players that want to show off their skill by sharing their gameplay an easier way to do that.
Makes
Now,
sense.
Season 15's rank reset. We've tuned our ranks again, and we're confident you can reach new heights that show off your true skill, whether you've been away for a while or you've been grinding up until the last minute in some questionable end-of-season matches. Most importantly, we think these soft resets work best when we're introducing big new features that change what it means to be skilled at the game.
Yeah.
I'm happy to announce that hero bans are officially coming to the game.
Oh.
We know you've been asking for this feature, and we're looking forward to building our take on it. Don't worry, no pools or cats in pools are involved.
What?
We want a system that punches up at the strong or frustrating heroes without punching down at weaker niche picks. We also want a system that's very fast, that gives you nuanced control over outcomes, and that we can tweak based on your feedback. As you've seen, we're building a lot of new features. And speaking of buildings, what if you had more control over which of our buildings you spend your time in? We're happy to announce that map voting will be coming to the game after hero bans.
Oh, okay.
Both hero bans and map voting are exclusive to competitive play. One of the other changes
Still
I'm
cool,
particularly
though.
excited about is a quality of life update I've wanted to build since my first day on the job. When I joined the team, I was challenged to list the top 10 things I wanted to work on. Back then, we chose the ping system from that list, but today we're building my number one, and that's improved hero information. In a game about mastery like ours, equipping players with the knowledge they need to improve is one of the most useful services we can provide as developers. That's why we're adding detailed stats to the hero information screen that show damage, cooldowns, ranges, and perks. Of course, Season 15 isn't just about competitive cosmetic updates. We're also tweaking stuff behind the scenes, think shop bundles and better ways to snag those jaw-dropping cosmetics. Season 15 is the return of loot boxes.
Yes.
You heard that right. Loot boxes are making a comeback.
Now,
We're
how are they
keeping
doing
it
that?
fun while being transparent about what's inside and the rate of various drops from opening each box. Oh, and guess what?
Now you get
They'll
that
be available in the free
competitive?
track of the Battle Pass. And of course,
Ooh,
they'll
it's in the
also
Battle
be
Pass.
in the weekly rewards where you can get
Interesting.
loot boxes for just playing. There are plenty of ways to earn them.
Really?
We're really excited for the changes we've made in bringing these back, and hope you are too.
And it's quintessential Overwatch. I mean, let's be honest.
I'm really excited to join you today to speak about what you can expect from events this year. One of the biggest ways the team has been exploring new ways to play Overwatch 2 is through 6v6 tests. This is something players have been asking about since we launched Overwatch 2 with 5v5, and Aaron has written a few extensive blogs on why the team made this switch. Things like pick rates, tank queue times, match stalemates, matches going on too long, sometimes made Overwatch feel like more of a slog than the fun it should have been. We want to find the absolute
Supposedly.
best way to make 6v6 with those concerns in mind. These limited time events are our way to really test how 6v6 in Overwatch 2 could work in the most fun, compelling ways possible when trying to address the various issues it used to face. This was a really great experiment for us, and we thank everyone that took part, jumped into the matches, and shared your feedback. We're still sifting through all of the in-game data, along with the mountain of feedback the team received across social media, forums, emails, and carrier pigeons.
Don't have a
So
Discord
look for
yet,
an
but I'll
update
let you
on some
know.
key learnings in the coming weeks. Moving forward, we're going to be doing more of these, and in Season 15, we're pleased to announce 6v6 is getting its own competitive queue. This will be an
Really?
open queue, but with a max of 2 tanks per team. Not all of our events are just purely to experiment and to try and test out new features. We're also running events because, let's be honest, they're simply fun. Obviously, we have to bring back the modes and events that everyone loves. In addition to the current return of Lunar New Year, we're bringing back April Fools. You'll hit the beach in summer games, and of course, face the horrors of Dr. Junkenstein this Halloween. Outside of those annual events, one of the most fun limited time modes we've worked on in a while has to be Overwatch Classic. This was a labor of love for those of us who have been immersed in this universe for almost 10 years. We started in November with the Overwatch 1 launch day patch. 21 heroes, original abilities, no hero limits or role locks. Then in January, we rolled out with the September 2017 Moth meta patch, introducing the original versions of Ana, Sombra, Orisa, and Doomfist. But you can't do Overwatch Classic without the most notorious of Overwatch 1 periods.
Okay.
So coming in Season 15, we are bringing you Overwatch Classic GOATs. This was a
Goats.
ridiculously glorious time to play. You had 3 tanks and 3 supports dominating lineups. These won't be matches you'll go into thinking the key headshot or flanking play will make a difference. GOATs meta is a head-to-head battle, testing which team can be the most thoughtful and strategic
got to
in
play
setting
GOATs.
up the best combination of plays, the best use of dual heals, and of course, dual ults. Communication will be key when jumping back to 2019 to see if you have it in you to be the GOAT.
Be the goat. Really?
Today, we introduce an exciting new hero to our lineup.
Okay,
Meet
here we go.
Freya. Codenamed
Freya.
Windasher, she's the latest addition to Overwatch's roster, poised to help you elevate your game. Freya hails from the land of Denmark, where the winters are
Okay.
cold and apparently the bounty hunters are even colder. Freya
Okay.
was once Overwatch's most renowned search and rescue operative, dedicated to saving lives. But
Okay.
when Overwatch disbanded, she put her skills towards a new purpose, bounty
Alright.
hunting. Now she'll hunt down any target for the right price.
Okay.
Freya is a hero with a unique arsenal at her fingertips. Armed with an explosive crossbow and a cape that gives her serious airtime, Freya doesn't play by the rules. We think you'll love the new dynamic she brings to Overwatch. Whether you're the type to strategize, hit the ground running, or hover above it, she's got something for everyone. Test your foes with her explosive flare, or wrap them up like a gift with her bola. And if someone tries to flee, well, as Freya says, run or hide, it won't matter in the end. Freya's kit
interesting.
doesn't just aim to control the battlefield, it aims to own it. Unload a flurry of rapid-fire bolts with her
Okay,
red draw
that I
crossbow to
figured.
keep the pressure on your enemies.
Neat.
Slow it down with take aim to line up the perfect shot and fire a high-speed explosive bolt that will turn your targets into
Better
fireworks.
Hanzo.
Quick dash in any direction to reload your explosive bolt and leave your enemies in the dust. Launch yourself
Whoa,
sky
wait a
high
minute,
with
what?
an updraft of wind and catch those rooftop campers or get a bird's eye view before you strike.
Oh,
And
jeez.
finally,
Hanzo, you're
snag an
host.
enemy with a bola shot. Wrap them up and pull in their unlucky teammates for the ultimate combo play. For those of you who love a challenge, Freya is going to test your skills like never before.
Okay.
Recognized internally as being one of the highest skill heroes in the game, Freya's kit demands precision and a steady, long-range aim. Whether
I'm
you want
sure.
to dominate the battlefield or just float on the breeze, she's going to be the right bounty hunter to hire. Now that we've shown you Freya, you probably want to know who the Season 18 hero will be. I think it's fitting to give you a sneak peek at Hero 44. Codenamed Aqua, this Chinese water wielder has one of the most unique ability sets that we have ever developed. You'll learn more about him later this year. And before then, get ready for the Freya Hero Trial coming later in Season 15. Keep following the Overwatch 2 team on social media and our website. We'll release more hero comics and continue to share regular updates on balance changes for all of your favorite heroes.
I'd like to know how these heroes
Season
relate
16
to the
is
world,
launching in
though.
April and is going to be another massive season. In addition to a new hero, theme, and some fun events, we have something extra special that has been in the works for a long time.
Okay.
Welcome to Stadium, the ultimate battleground for strategy, teamwork, and hero evolution. Stadium is the biggest game mode we've made since Overwatch 1 was first released in 2016.
Okay.
TLDR, this mode is awesome. It's Overwatch gameplay like you've never seen before.
Okay.
Fast-paced rounds, nail-biting 5v5 matches, and a best-of-7 system designed to push every player's limits. This is the arena where you don't just outplay the enemy, you outthink and outbuild them too.
What?
Here's the twist. Mods. Each round, you'll earn coins based on how you and your team perform. Use these to unlock and customize abilities for your hero. Choose from mods that boost survivability, like extra armor, amplify attacks with shorter cooldowns, or even add game-changing abilities. Stadium is packed with transformative powers and strategic encounters that enhance the hero fantasy well beyond anything we've released. This also includes the option to choose how you play in either a first-person or an entirely new third-person perspective from which to see more of the battlefield and your modifications in action.
Nice.
To go into detail and really showcase what Stadium is all about, I'm thrilled to introduce Dylan Snyder and, of course, the one and only Dion Rogers.
What's up, Aaron?
Thank you so much, Aaron.
Dude, what?
Wow,
Oh,
this is
Dean.
crazy.
Can you believe we're in Watch Point Gibraltar?
Yes, let's talk strategy. Picture this, Reaper flying, like literally flying, I'm serious, through the air to take down a pesky diva, or Mercy enchanting a teammate to auto-res on death. The choice is totally yours, so build wisely. What works as an edge in one round might be the difference maker in the next. You'll be upgrading your hero until they're so powerful that Aaron has no choice but to make you the game director. You become a walking fortress by going all in on armor, or roast your enemy shields faster and more mercilessly than Dion roasts me every day for not knowing anything about obscure 1970s jazz. Because why not?
What?
And visually, we've revamped everything from the ground up, creating a new user experience layout to make navigating your mods simple and fun. The fresh layout and intuitive icons transform strategy into art, giving you the arsenal to power up your hero as you progress through intense matches. Incorporating an intricate mod system, each choice you make is a step towards strategic dominance. Early in the game, you'll invest in affordable mods that lay a solid foundation for your team, giving you an immediate but modest boost. As the match heats up, you'll unlock access to more expensive and oh-so-satisfying mods that pack a serious punch, turning the tide in your favor.
Okay.
Each power-up is complemented by incredible visual effects, dynamically interacting with your actions to maximize the awesome feel of impact and intensity. You'll have complete control of your currency, so how and when you spend could be the key to victory. It's all about crafting the best version of your
reminds me of some
hero
other games.
at the right moment.
In addition to mods you can buy, you'll also unlock even more powerful traits that won't cost you anything. Traits are meant to be defining aspects of your play expression, so we're making sure that they feel appropriately transformative.
Okay.
You may remember us teasing some of these in events like Trials of Sanctuary or Junkenstein's Laboratory. As Reinhardt, you can focus on improving your barrier, taking away the movement penalty while it's raised, and allowing him to activate it while charging.
Ah!
As Soldier 76, become a utility healer for your team while improving your biotic field by increasing its range, attaching it to yourself, and buffing the attack speed of allies that stand in its radius. Or as Kiriko, embrace your true nature as a dive DPS by improving your health and damage resistance while gaining the ability to teleport to allies and enemies.
With 7 rounds, Stadium features a variety of maps and game modes. There will be a mix of modified versions of existing maps, such as a quicker Hanaoka Clash round, as well as new push maps with final artwork to be unveiled in the coming months.
Stadium launches in Season 16, and we see it as more than just a new mode. It's a long-term evolution.
Yeah, I would
Each
say.
season will bring updates, new heroes,
That
and
brings
possibly
what they
even
were gonna
alternate
do
modes,
in
like payload race or paintball.
the
And hey,
PvE.
while this mode is already big,
more
it's just the
Overwatch.
beginning of empowering you to build the best hero you can.
We'll be keeping a close eye on your feedback and continue to find ways to evolve this mode into the biggest and best it could be.
We're planning to kick things off with 14 core heroes, carefully selected to ensure balance and competitive play.
Oh, so
with
even
more
limited
heroes
the
being
hero
regularly
roster.
added over time,
I
which
figured
will
they'd
allow
have
you to
to.
keep working each season on what is the best hero build to help you win.
There will also be
Interesting.
additional maps, modes, and features regularly added over time, keeping things fresh and competitive.
Stay tuned as we reveal more details in the coming months. Stadium isn't just a new way to play, it's a new way to dominate. Get ready to
Interesting.
strategize, customize, and rise. Season 16 is just around the corner. See you there.
See you there.
Interesting. I'm pretty sure that's somewhat
We have some
similar.
stunning cosmetics
Yeah.
lined up, and I'm thrilled to brag about my team's hard work. Earlier today, you saw a brief glimpse of Season 15, but let's dive a bit deeper. Our Season 15 Mythic skin is for Zenyatta. Zenyatta will have heavenly visual effects and sound effects to complement his godly ascension.
Yep.
Our
Looks like
concept
an awesome
artist
skin.
jumped on this one. She was really inspired by the Golden Dragon Pichu, and the team rallied to make sure that we brought her vision to life in a way that felt specific and authentic. Our 5th Mythic weapon is for Widowmaker, coming out at Season 15 mid-cycle. We wanted something that truly embodied Widowmaker's hero fantasy, and our concept artist took that literally.
Wow.
I don't have favorites, but if I did, the theme for our Season 16 Mythics is very near and dear to my heart. The team has been waiting forever to put our spin on the beloved Maho Shoujo genre. I'm so excited to introduce Doki Watch, which pits the heroes of heart against the hollow hearts. Doki Watch retains core elements of the magical girl aesthetic and blends them with the sleek technology of Overwatch. Our heroes' Magitech weapons are empowered by their animal familiars to fight against the hollow hearts and their looming threat of woe. Tiny sharks, a fox, a cat, and even mischievous bunnies are ready to fight by your side. They're
Who's
cute,
that?
they're fierce, and they'll make your heart doki doki. When it was time to pick the leader of the Heroes of Heart, the choice was obvious. Mars' favorite daughter gets a splash of pink in her mythic skin. Juno's
mean,
radiance spreads hope wherever
that's a
she
pretty
goes,
big
making
change for
her
her.
extremely powerful in the fight against woe. Her skin features her magical shark companions, Deimos and Phobos, named for the moons of Mars. Personally, I'm partial to the pastel yellow Doki princess, but villain enthusiasts will love her corrupted evil look too. But
Is that
don't
a
worry,
mythic
Mercy
too?
Mains, I've got you covered. She's getting the Season 16 mythic weapon. At mid-season, the ridiculously cute Elios joins the fight. I'm not going to say much, because I think the concept really speaks for itself. He's just a little
that's
guy.
pretty detailed.
Since Overwatch 2 was released, players have been asking for a mythic for this hero. She's a little bit of extra work for my team specifically, but it was time to make it happen. Our Season 17 mythic skin is for Diva. We hope she lives up to your expectations. For her mythic, Diva will take on the spiritual aura of South Korea's national animal, the Siberian tiger. She'll have customizable hairstyles on the pilot, as well as a
Oh,
pink
wow.
and an Empire Red colorway, so you can style her however you want. Season 17 will also feature Reaper's mythic weapon, designed to capture the allure of corruption. We asked our concept artist to make something edgy, and he really did deliver. With distinct weapons for each hand, they
Oh,
reflect
nice.
Reaper's duality, his descent from beloved Overwatch commander to feared talent agent. Oh, and one last thing. While we aren't quite ready to reveal them yet, throughout the upcoming year, we have some very exciting collaborations. But there's one coming in Season 15 that me and my girlies can give a slight reveal to.
Hello, we are the Seven. We're so excited to announce our second collaboration with Overwatch 2. Woo! There will be brand new in-game skins and cosmetics coming this March. We can't wait to reveal all the details, so stay tuned for more information. See you all in-game soon. Bye!
I love how I had the blur shirt. I mean,
Hi
they made
gamers,
a bunch
this
of
is
money. Of
Bailey
course they
from the
would.
Overwatch esports team. Something new is always coming to Overwatch, and Overwatch esports is no different. We've tweaked our competitive formats a bit to provide you all the things that you actually care about. More things to play in, more matches to watch, more coverage of your favorite players, drops to earn, and some awesome dynamic gameplay through the addition of hero bands, which we've never done before.
Right.
We just wrapped up our inaugural
I think that's
2024
important.
season at DreamHack Stockholm this November, where Team Falcons from OWCS Korea took home the win. We're really excited for the future of OWCS to provide the most accessible competitive environment that we have ever had. Want to know, though, how the OWCS is getting even better in 2025? We're going from 2 to 3 stages and live events, bringing you 3 events across the world to even more players. We're doubling the gameplay that we're providing and the number of broadcasts. We're introducing Face It leaks to our ecosystem and integrating it directly into OWCS, making it easier to follow and providing more chances to compete and have some fun with your friends. Additionally, we're adding a new tournament phase to the competition through a promotion relegation tournament, allowing more chances to qualify and new exciting stakes to your matches. On top of that, we're introducing a team partner program, bringing some iconic esports brands to OWCS across our different regions.
Okay.
We'll be supporting a bunch of in-game items that you can purchase so you can rep your favorite team, and the proceeds go directly to support those teams and players.
Okay.
This year, we are also welcoming a few new regions to OWCS.
Really?
We know how incredibly passionate
That's good.
our players in China and Australia are for esports.
China
With
wasn't
the
in?
return of Overwatch 2 to China, we're excited
guess
to
so.
welcome those players to the OWCS with their own dedicated region to compete in. And our players in Australia are going to be joining the Pacific sub-region in OWCS Asia.
That's
We've
cool.
introduced rank-based divisions to face it
Australia needs
and
some
calling
love.
out heroes that just make matches more fair, competitive, and fun. The OWCS 2025 season is kicking off right now. Head to our channels or website to find the schedule so that you don't miss a single match. Then you can tune in to earn some awesome viewership rewards, cheer on your favorite players and teams, or learn a thing or two about your favorite hero. We hope to see you there.
Okay.
Getting to be a part of this amazing team of brilliant developers, artists, engineers, and more, as we've evolved Overwatch together with all of you, has been one of the highlights of my career. We are so excited about all that has been shown today, but we didn't even touch on so many more great updates coming your way. Throughout the rest of this year, we are going to roll out numerous quality of life changes, such as map voting, and as Gavin mentioned, hero bans.
Right.
We also didn't even touch on what is one of the most impactful changes coming later this year, more map reworks.
Right.
There will be reworks of both original Flashpoint maps, Suravasa, and New Junk City. We also are working on major reworks to another batch of classic maps, so you have to stay tuned as we share those details.
Okay.
And that's not even all for maps. A new Atlantic Arcology map is also coming to the game.
Interesting.
And a new Tokyo map.
Okay.
We have so much planned to share with you throughout the year. More details, more content, more ways to experience Overwatch. It is our goal to keep exploring and delivering new fun ways to play Overwatch than we've ever done before.
Okay.
I cannot wait to show you what this team has been working on. Thank
Okay.
you for the hours and hours of dedication you all give to this game. We are thrilled to keep working with you through feedback and engagement on growing what we do to improve Overwatch 2. I hope you all have a fantastic time when these changes start rolling out in just a few weeks with Season 15.
Yep.
Now let's go make a great game.
Okay. All right. All right. So, what do we think? Well, rank reset, I figured they were going to end up doing. They need to do that to keep it fresh, to keep things not stale, people being stuck in it. New skins, new maps, rework, new heroes. That's normal. The two things that stuck out at me was three things. One, they brought back, or they're marrying into the ability to change up the coral loop with the ability to do, um, I guess, on the fly updates or upgrades to your characters. That'll help things from being stale. It will add variability. It will probably, maybe, possibly help with some of the counterplay or counter swapping. I don't know, because then you have to start that whole, build up after the fact, right? So there's some of that, which is good and interesting. I think the stadium thing is interesting as that appears to be leveraging what they were working with when it came to the PvE in a realistically probably a better mode, maybe a better where you're focused more on the skills and doing something, which I think is probably a little bit easier. I don't know. I mean, that third person thing, I think that's something that really, I think they should just make it a thing built in. I don't know how hard or not hard that is. I think that would get more people to buy skins because they could see their skins a little bit better. Um, I like the fact they brought the loot boxes. The bans, I think, will be helpful for competitive because that way you don't have certain metas. And then at that point, oh, we got to do balance changes because that's too strong. Well, if you have bans, it becomes less of an issue. And sometimes they were doing changes to fix overpowered stuff in competitive, but then it ended up hurting regular gameplay because of the changes they were making. So I think that'll help a little bit. I think the map pick, that's way overdue. I mean, in other types of esports or whatnot, they were doing that like organically. The fact that it'd be built into the game, I think, will be incredibly helpful. Um, cool with the additional stage and countries being added in. Clearly, with him trying to get back into China, they are having certain themes that are going to hopefully suck the Chinese and whatever people back in, clearly, in that regard. Not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's important, especially with Rivals being out right now. The only thing they didn't really address, and they haven't talked about it, now they could release it later, is they showed us how new ways to play the game, which is great. Marvel Rival is great because you have Marvel comics and you have Marvel movies. You do not have that with Overwatch. If you want to grow Overwatch, I'm sorry, but the shorts they have out for these new heroes are sparse and they seem generic. And I'm like, how do they relate to Overwatch? How do they relate to Talon? Why do I care? Like, that was half the problem with the previous hero. I got nothing. You gave me a little short, showed a little blurb that you sort of know about the guy, but how does he interact with any of these characters, right? You don't have that. And you don't have any type of Netflix series or a movie or anything that could do it. And if you did that, that'd be great because then that would bring people into it that maybe didn't play the game that shows some interest, but more importantly, it would give you some context and more love on these characters, and maybe they'd want to buy skins for those characters and everything else. I just don't see that happening, and they really should be doing something. If they want to step away from the PvE because that was too hard, I get that. That's fine. But do something. You Microsoft, you need to put some money into this and make this happen. There is such a good world there that you're totally just wasting and not doing anything with. Unless, I could be wrong, if Microsoft was smart about it, they would have an entirely different team doing some type of actual separate game that actually does story, has proper gameplay. Maybe doesn't 100% do the first person shooter. Maybe they do third person or whatever, and they do it a little bit differently. That could totally work. And have it separate from Overwatch as a game, right? Like have it as a separate thing. They could work in conjunction. Like if they introduce something with the story, hey, it shows up in season 14 of actual Overwatch. That'd be kind of cool. But we'll see. Well, I mean, they're trying to get their footing. They're probably getting hosed right now because of Marvel Rivals. They're gonna have to do something. I can see some stuff that's a response to Marvel, but they're really gonna have to do stuff. Um, If you like what you saw, please give me a like, follow, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. And of course, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, normally at 9:30 at twitch.tv/gamewithmagus, also Rumble, Kick, and YouTube. And of course, you should follow me on my social media, the words Facebook, Instagram, or X. That way, when things change, you know what's going on. I didn't get something out today. I do apologize. It was very last minute. And of course, it allows you to make suggestions on games you'd like to see me play or even topics you want to see me talk about. Until next time, stay adventurous.